questions?
So when practicing this at home, I'm going to think about three things: my focus point, the deep breathing exercise, and maintaining my position so that the energy can flow. That's it. That's all I can tolerate right now.
I should get you what we call a working picture, probably Stuart, and then you set up the picture and you work with the picture like you work with me or him during the retreat. Other than that, that's fine what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of getting the chakras as my focus point so I can think about the chakras as I'm sitting there instead of. So I was thinking of getting that, putting it on the wall right at that level.
You could try that.
Okay.
Yeah, but make sure I give you a picture. You can work with that too and see
Okay.
what works better for you.
Okay.
Do you have any pictures of yourself? I need you on my teacher wall.
I'm not sure. I think we did one. I'll look, okay? Remind me tomorrow, okay? It occurred to me, I get all these analogies and metaphors all the time. In fact, my next book is going to be called The Book of Metaphors and Analogies. Isn't that
He's
nice?
so cute.
Isn't that a good title?
That picture. You want that picture?
Anyway, life so we're like what?
You're saying life?
Yeah, we are like tightrope walkers. All of us. I mean, we're put into this world. I have a few metaphors. I'll tell you a couple that I came up with. Plenty of metaphors. We're all tightrope walkers, and then the meditation gives us the tool. Well, just imagine you're on a wire and you have to walk from here to there, right? You don't really have a net. And you can fall and kill yourself. You could fall and break a bone or hurt yourself, right? Or you could stay on the wire. Those are basically the
Options.
So, to be on the wire, one has to be present and focused, right? Okay, so somebody comes along and they start shaking one of the poles, right? Or somebody starts talking to you, Well, what do? You have to keep your balance regardless of what's going on, right? Sometimes we can't. I mean, so you fall off, or you stumble, and maybe you catch yourself. All those kinds of possibilities. You fall, maybe some people get killed, and then others, damaged. And then what do you do then? I mean, if you're not dead, then you climb back up on the wire. I mean, what else are you going to do? Another metaphor was it's sort of like in the old days to teach you how to swim, they throw you in the water, in deep water, and they say swim. That's how they used to do it. And I think it's sort of like that. We're born, we're a little baby. We don't know anything, absolutely nothing, right? Figure it out. Figure out how to live. And we get all kinds of wrong information. We get some good information. It's like a real mixed bag, And somehow we have to figure it out. It's sort of like we kind of have to learn how to swim, teach ourselves how to swim, and we all have to do it for ourselves. It's another metaphor. Another metaphor. Life is like, it's like we are on a boat, right? Well, we are the boat, our bodies, right? Our physical presence. And the boat floats around in the water. And we all know boats have a lifetime, right? I mean, they're either going to wear out, and they're going to have a hole and sink. Something's going to happen, right? Our job is to get to the shore before that happens. That used to really trouble me when I was younger. If we are attached to the boat as self, the boat is our body. When it comes to dying, I don't think it's going to be, well, it's probably never very pleasant, but I think it could be a really, really a terrible thing to go through, the dying part, if we think that this is me, my body and my life, There's a saying, it's an African saying, he or she who knows does not die like he or she who does not know. And I think that's what they're talking about.
Right.
So, really, the practice does so many things, for us. One of the things it does is it teaches us how to die. Because why? When we die, we have to let go of our mind and body, right? Just have to let go of everything. Can't take anything with us. And when we meditate, what do? We let go of our mind and our body. And in Zen, they even talk about dropping the mind and the body. You drop your life, because it's really we have to do that to get to dry land, because that's the only thing that is going to continue is the life itself, spirit, whatever you want to call it. That continues, right? And so I think the actual dying, when that happens, will be probably not fun. It doesn't look like much fun, but more doable, we've been practicing, for years and years. And when the time comes, oh yeah, this is just, I know what to do. I have more metaphors. Any questions or comments or anything?
Today when I was explaining the meditation to two people who are young adults who are coming, I think after the 26th they'll both be in Chicago. They're going to come together to a level 1. I was explaining to them that I think that this type of meditation is about gaining control. I said you need to control everything. You need to control your body and sit still. You need to control the urge to itch or scratch that you might have. You need to control the urge to think about the basketball game. You need to control everything about your body and yourself. And then you need to let it all go. And that is the truth. Like I said, when you reach that point of letting it all go, that's when you're actually meditating. Was that true?
Yeah,
was it true?
It's kind of true, yeah.
I was like, get control, then let it all go. Maybe you can let it all go just by letting the spirits.
Well, we have to explain what we mean by control, because it's not a tight kind of a control, which is what people usually think when we say control. It's not. It's not that kind of a control. Yeah, you're right. It is. It's about. How do I usually say? Learning how to keep the focus. Even that is kind of strong.
Mm.
I always just say allowing, just allowing whatever that is that comes to you. You could, maybe for the beginners, like I remember when you would say to us, it was like, yeah, you can label it, just don't go in it, you know, the gratitude, let it go. And through time, it just goes. You just allowing whatever that is that comes to surface, but not getting attached to it, and then just letting it go.
Yeah, I said that too, about the thoughts that came. I was like, when the thought comes, it's about like not allowing the thought to take you, but you stay here and just let it go.
Freely.
Right? I'm learning.
We haven't seen your other friends that you brought.
I only talked to 2 people today in the work I was doing. I didn't reach out to them.
Okay.
I was trying to make sure I can get myself here.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
And I was like, okay, I'll get everybody organized tomorrow.
These are your clients?
No.
Just people you know?
People that I know. Have I had a client? All the people that have come so far have been friend, business partner, and employees. People that I work with or work with my organization. Yeah, so the
You know
2
what?
volunteers. What were you gonna say?
I said, you know a lot of people, it looks like, sounds like.
I guess I never thought about that.
Yeah. Anyway. Anything else? Should we talk more, or is that enough for today?
I appreciate the insight.
Metaphors?
I like metaphors and analogies.
Yeah.
Yeah, hurry up with the book. They're great teachers.
I had another one like it's sort of like,
Box of chocolates.
I hadn't thought of that one. Did you ever see, I'm sure all of you have seen a cat in a paper bag. You've never seen a cat in a,
Literally, a cat in a paper bag. You're not talking about a film.
no.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, they just,
I'm sure I can
Oh,
imagine
yes.
it. Mm-hmm.
well, they play in there and they, thrash around as if they don't know how to get out. It's really funny. And it's kind of like, we're kind of like that, because the way out is right there. And we screw around, and thrash around in our life, and it's right there. Every minute of every day,
It's right there.
it's right there. And we thrash around, and just like that cat, that's pretends he can't get out. Anyway, is that I don't know, is it analogy or metaphors? What's the difference?
Both.
Analogy is,
Yeah, you were an English teacher, right?
yeah, a metaphor is saying something is something else, but it's not exactly. We are cars on the road is a metaphor, because it's not really there, but the meaning you have to draw from the inference.
If we say we are like a car, then that's
That's
an
a
analogy.
simile.
A simile. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And if you give any kind of a human characteristic to something that's not, it's a personification. The sun was smiling today.
Well, what's an analogy then?
You say something like, that was his Waterloo,
Is what?
It's Waterloo.
as if that was the meaning of that was Napoleon's downfall, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's
kryptonite. That was his kryptonite.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
same thing.
It's close. The difference is subtle.
Yeah, okay. The difference between metaphor and analogy is subtle. Okay.
Did your client call?
Oh, she's running a little late.
You have one tonight?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Anyway, we're done.
Thank you, Paul.